Hi, this is Ramu, Associate Professor in Department of CSE, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. In last class, we have seen control structures part 1. In part 1, if condition, simple if, else if else ladder, okay, so and nested if, all the things we have seen. And also I have given an assignment, okay, what is that? Which is the largest number from given 3 numbers. Just try to solve that one, okay. In this class, we are going to see the next part, means while loop and exceptions also. Okay, we'll see one by one. Catching and exceptions using try and except. Try and except. So what is the purpose of the try and except? First, let us see. This is your program. Okay. What is you have given? Enter foreign input temperature. Right. So here you need to convert your temperature into foreign heat to Celsius. Okay, that is your task. Here what you did, you just read the program. Read the value, and next you are going to convert the value into the input, and next Celsius. Okay, this is a formula, general formula, and you are going to print the data. Is there any mistake here? Is the program is everything is right? Actually, the program is right whenever you give the proper input. But if your input is in the wrong, means maybe in the sometimes you may have some mistakes also, right? How we are going to handle that situation? See. This is the problem. Enter Fahrenheit temperature, you read that value is Fred. Okay. This is the data is not the float value. It is not the float value. When it is a not float value, what happened? The interpreter cannot convert the value into the here. What you wrote that float, right? We never convert it. It's not a process of converting the string to the float. That time it generates a value error. Value error. Could not convert a string to float. How we are going to handle this kind of situations? Using try and catch block. By using try and catch block, so instead of terminating the program, so this is called as an abnormal termination. Program is terminated abnormally in the middle of the statement. Generally, the program is right for all the proper input. If the input is not proper, the input is wrong, then only you will get this kind of problem. Right? See how I'm going to change the same program. Whatever the data I'm going to convert, I wrote inside the try block. Whenever the exception generates, the interpreter is send the data to the here. Here, instead of generating the error, it send that a message what you wrote. Enter a number. It gives a proper intimation to the client. What you did here. Okay, is this clear? So try block. Wherever you expecting the error, you just write inside the try block. And when the particular error is came, so what type of message is going to print? You just write inside the except. Okay, so we'll see all the things in the IDE. Right? See, if you write the same thing, Fred, this time it didn't generate any error message. It just print the whatever you wrote in the catch block. That's my except block. Okay. Try and catch. And generally in the C, PP and Java, we have a try and catch. But here you have a except is the statement is there. This is clear? How exceptions are going to handle using try and except block. Suppose we're going to find the radius of the parameter of the circle. Okay, so radius is not always in the positive value. If you enter the negative value, then you just write the same condition. Throw into the except and array out of bound exceptions. All kind of exceptions are going to handle by this kind of except. Right? Next debug. See what kind of error it was, when it is occurred, what kind of error it was. Please note all these points. When error is came, please note on your book and try to recall the errors. In the future, if you get an error based on the information which you have, you need to, that information help you to rectify the given errors. This is a very, very important thing. See, x equal to 5, y equal to 6. What is an error? Indentation error. Okay. So indentation, unexpected indentation, because you need to write y here. Updating the variable. See, when the new value is the variable, it depends on the old value, right? You know very well. X equal to x plus 1. What is the error here? What is the error here? First, x is not defined in earlier. First, before going to increment x value, first you need to initialize the x value is, what is the x value? You should define, right? If you not define, then you'll get an error. Okay, na? This is a small debugging process. Next, a while statement. So what is the purpose of the while statement? So we have seen that first part is the conditional control statements. Now while statements. The purpose of the while statement is, if you want to do the same thing repeatedly, then you're going to opt the while statement. While the purpose of the while is a loop. It's an iteration, evaluating the condition and yielding true or false based on the Boolean expression. If the condition is true, always it goes to repeating. If the condition is false, it exits the while statement, right? So if the condition is true, it executes the body of the step 1, right? See, this is a simple process. Here we are going to print the data from 5 to 0, 5 to 1, right? So what it is going to do here, see, n value is 5, right? So this is the simple statement while of n. So here you just use the brackets, right? So while of n means, what is the n value? N value 5, right? 5 greater than 0, condition true. When the condition true, it comes to here, print 10. What is the n value? 5, it will print 5. Next, n value is goes to 4, right? 4 is greater than 0. Condition is true. When the condition is true, it prints here. Again, n value is goes to 3 because n equal to n minus 1, right? After that, 3 is greater than 0. Condition true. When the condition true, again it goes to 3. Again, n value is 2, right? 2 is greater than 0. Again, it will print 2. Next. So n value is 1, right? 1. 1 is greater than 0. Okay, 1 it will print. After that, n value is 0. 0 is greater than 0, condition false. When the condition false, it prints bloss off. Okay, so like that, the same operations, these two operations you are going to execute 5 times. 5 times. Then, in these situations, you need to use a while loop. You don't know how, based on the n value, the process is going to print. Suppose, if you want to print your name 100 times, means you need to write the 100 times printf statement, right? Print statement. Instead of that, you just put the same thing into the while loop. Simply, by using 2 statements, you are getting all the 100 times. Generally, if you want to print the 100 names, your 100 times, your name on your console, you need to write the 100 statements, right? Instead of that, by using 2 or 3 statements, you're getting all this output. To reducing the time complexity. It's not reducing the time of the user. If you want to do the same process repeatedly, why need to write the same thing number of times? If you put the same thing into the while loop, it's enough, right? We'll see some examples also. Suppose if you want to create infinity loops, how we are going to handle this program? See, uncontrolled loop, while true. See, line of input and print line and done. Means whatever you read in the input, it just print. There is no end. Means is a while true means is the condition is always true. Always true. How we are going to handle this kind of situation? Control loop using break statement. Please note this. Break is used to terminate the loop. It executes based on the if statement. See, for example, if you enter done, then you need to break the loop. When your input is done, when you enter done, then you stop the process. Is this clear? Okay. So this is the control loop. Finishing the iterations with continue. Continue is used to skip the statement. So please note this break. This is a very, very important bit. And some interviews also you may experience this kind of questions. Purpose of the break and purpose of the continue. Break is to exit from the loop. Loop or break. Loop or block. Okay. Continue to skip particular iteration. I'll show you all the things. Okay. See. For example, if a line contain hash, it simply skip the statement. Instead of printing, it is going to skip the statement. If it is not, print the done means stop. Otherwise, means see here. If a line contain hash, then it skip the statement. Skip means it doesn't execute. Means from skip means continue means it directly goes to here again from here. Break means it exits the loop. After printing, it goes to here. This is the process of the flow of execution is same. If you know that here by using simple if, here we are going to use the simple if. The simple if, what you are going to do? If you are going to hash, the first letter starts with, suppose I wrote like this, hash include. Then what happened? The hash means it skipped the particular statement. Right? It skips the particular statement. If it is otherwise done, if you enter a done, then you break the loop. Now we'll see all these in the editor, how we're going to perform these operations. First, exceptions like, right? So how the exceptions are going to work? See, input, right? What I'm going to do, a equal to int of a, right? Int of a. Next, a equal to a plus 1. A equal to a plus 1. Print of a. See, if you execute the program, if I enter 10, 11, right? For example, same input, I'm going to enter a, it generated an error. So if you want to handle this kind of situations, means maybe some situations you may enter a wrong input also. If you want to handle that kind of situations, you should use the try and except blocks. How I am going to use the same thing? See, try. After try, you need to write all the statements which you will get that problem. Here only, right? Okay, here only you're getting the error. Or if you want to insert all the things also, you just insert in the same block. This is not a big issue. Right? So what is the data you expected here? Integer, right? Enter integer. Please check your input. right? Check your input. I wrote the wrong message, right? Check your input. It doesn't execute when you give a proper input. See, 6 is the input. You'll get the answer, right? This is clear. How try and accept is going to work. Okay. Next, we'll see how the while loop is going to work. Here, my task is to find the factorial of given number. What is the factorial of given number? For example, the given number is, given number is 5. What is the 5 factorial? What is the 5 factorial? 5 factorial. Okay, what is the 5 factorial? 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, right? Here, what you are going to do? You are going to perform the same operation multiple times. Means multiplication operations you are going to perform, right? Multiplication operation you are going to perform. Multiplication operation. How many times? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to handle the same kind of operations multiple times, then you require the loops, right? Require the loop. Here, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to read the data. See, here, A equal to int of input. I'm going to read the data. Okay. Next, first, how it is going to perform? There is no chance to, I don't know what is the value. It may be 6, maybe 10, or it may be 11 also. Based on the n value, the number of multiplication may be changed, right? So, the reason for that, what I'm going to do? First, I'm going to multiply with 5 of n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4, n minus 5, n minus 6. Like that, I'm going to evaluate, right? For that reason, initially, result is going to store in the one variable, right? After that, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to write the while loop. So, I need to repeat this while loop until I reach to my value reach to the 1, right? Right? After that, if the value is comes, f equal to, so f value with the 5, first I multiply with the 5, multiply with the 4, multiply with 3, multiply with 2, like that I am going to perform, right? F into n, sorry, a, right? After that, a equal to a minus 1, or already seen, right? A minus equal to 1. The short form of expressions we have seen in the assignment operators session. Okay, so the meaning of a minus equal to 1 means a equal to a minus 1. The both are the same, right? Okay, so after that, you need to print that. What is the result? Where is the result is there? Result is stored at the EF, right? So you just print the EF value. Let us see what is the output. Or is there any error in the program? Yes, perfectly it works. Okay, I'm going to explain how it will work. See, my a value is 5, right? A value is 5. When the a value is 5, so initially f value is 1 only. After that, while a is greater than 0, condition true, right? Means 5 is greater than 0. 5 is greater than 0. Condition true. In the condition true, f value is goes to f into 5. Means f value is 5 into 1. That value is 5 only. Next, a value is goes to, what is the value goes to? 4. 5 minus 4. Okay. After that, 4 is greater than 0. 4 is greater than 0. After that, again, f equal to 4 into, so already f value is 5, right? It's 20. Okay. So after that, a value is goes to 3. 3 is greater than 0. F equal to, so 3 into 20. The value is goes to 60. Right? After that, a value is 2, right? F equal to 60 into 20. 2, right? 120. After that, a value is goes to 1, right? 1 is greater than 0. 1 is greater than 0. Still condition is true. F equal to 120 into 1. Again 120, right? Again, a value is goes to 0, right? So 0 is greater than 0, condition false. You just exit the loop. What is the f value? 120. It is going to be the 120 is the output. Right? So based on your program, so is there any changes are required in this program? Can I write here instead of 0, can I write is 1? Is this true? I'm getting the same answer, right? Or is there any changes in the program or answer? No. Even if you skip the step, if you skip the step, still you'll get the same answer. Because even if you multiply with 1 with any value, you will get the same value only. This is the reason. So no need to use the here. You just use a greater than 1 is also right answer. If you write a less than 0, it gives a one iteration extra. One extra iteration. Extra iteration. That's all. Nothing wrong. We'll get an extra iteration. One extra iteration. Even 120 into 1 also will get the same problem. Same answer only. Let us see if you want 5, 120. Right? Is this clear? Is this clear? So here my assignment is, I'm going to do one assignment. What is that? Find the find sum of n natural numbers using while loop. Here don't use formula. Okay, for example, 6 is the input. Okay, your task is 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So what is the answer you're getting? That one you need to print. Okay, but don't use the formula. I know that formula is there, right? Sum of n numbers, natural numbers, but don't use the formula. Using while loop, you need to calculate. The same pattern which you used in the factorial. See, factorial, what you did here? Multiplication, but here you are going to perform the addition. That is a hint here. Okay, now hint is use factorial concept. But little careful with that, how the assignment is going on and what are the how many loops you need to repeat. Everything you should clear. Otherwise, you'll get a wrong answer. Okay. So if you solve this kind of assignments, then only you'll understand the concept. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.